what are the opportunities for sustainable investments? And two, what are the practical ways? What are the must haves or must do's for those kind of companies?
The vast majority of publicly listed company and Fortune 500 companies have already made a significant amount of effort on sustainability in terms of framing the opportunity. We're not starting from scratch here, as we know. In general, people start doing a materiality assessment so that depending on the sector where you are, you understand your areas of impact. Obviously, if you are in the construction sector, it's different than if you are in retail, right? If you are in the energy sector, it's different than if you are in housing or hospitality. If you are in the farming sector, each sector has its own impact area. So once you've done your materiality assessment, you understand what is the value at stake with each of the impact area. Normally, you do that exercise either as part of your climate risk disclosure, if you are in a jurisdiction that now requires mandatory climate risk disclosure, which is the case in many legislation, even if that legislation is changing as we go. We know about what's happening in Europe. I'm sure you've been following the evolution of the disclosure requirements recently, a few weeks ago, with the
Omnibus,
adjustments
yeah.
to the scope of the reporting. So the industry at large is already quite engaged in the process of embedding and or understanding where sustainability is and what it represents. I think the problem is more about the doing, the action of sustainability, the transitioning the operations and the value chain of your business. It's not about planning, it's about doing. So again, creating a culture of doing is much more important at this stage than all the reporting and planning. We've done it. The reporting and planning is done, guys. Good news. Check that box. If you look at the websites of most companies in the world today, a very large percentage of them talk about their sustainability agenda or impact, wherever they are. Pharma, food systems, all of them, they talk about it. The question is how much they do in terms of the actual operational transformation of the systems. So that's what I think we need to insist and insist and spend more time on. And for that, I think it requires leadership to make the decision they need to make. And I think it requires a sustainability team to do the cost-benefit analysis that shows that it's feasible. It needs to create the culture and the mindset in organization so that every layer of the organization is engaged into the transformation and understand the purpose and the vision and the opportunity. So it's again another transformation to operate, and it may be the biggest transformation that we'll ever drive.